everyone, it's time for another makeup battle, and this week I'll be comparing 7 palettes with prices ranging from between £1.90 to £42. In the last video I asked you if you had any ideas for future battles, and this lovely person said they'd like to see matte purple shades, which is far better than my last idea of doing pink shimmer shades which hardly showed up on the camera. So thank you for your suggestion. So the palettes this time are, in order of cheapest to most expensive: CmaaDu, the purple one, Technic Peanut Butter and Jelly, Beauty Glazed purple palette, Primark Violet Mist, Revolution Visionary, MUA Cosmic Vixen, and Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina. I did try really hard to stick to only purple shades because I would like to do another video on kind of burgundy or berry shades. So here are the prices of all the palettes. I've put them in order from the price I paid for the palette, from the cheapest at the top to the most expensive at the bottom. And you can see I've worked out the cost per shadow, and I think the most important is the cost per gram. And you can see that the Technic Peanut Butter and Jelly palette is coming out at by far the cheapest, and that's because you get an amazing 30 grams in that palette, which is huge. So here are all the shades, and I've swatched them with my finger and got them to their full opacity. So I built them up as much as I possibly could on my arm. And I just wanted to compare the shades on my arm compared to how the shade looks in the palette. I like my shade to be the same as it appears in the palette. The shades that look most different to me are the Beauty Glazed purple palette, which appears to be much warmer toned and much more muted on the arm, and also the Technic Peanut Butter and Jelly looks much more red toned on the arm than it does in the pan. So here's a nice detailed look of all those colours. That CmaaDu shade took so long to build up, it's already got a hard pan, don't like it. Peanut butter was very pigmented. The Beauty Glaze took a little bit of building up. The Primark and the Revolution built up very nicely. The MUA again took a lot of building up. And the Norvina was by far the most pigmented and easily buildable shade. And with Flash, something that bugs me a bit is that the Norvina shade is supposed to be a matte, but as you can see it has got a slight shimmer to it. It doesn't really show on the eye when you blend it out, but to me it's actually not a complete matte shade. For the next round of swatches, I dipped into each pan with a brush 3 times and swatched it onto the arm, and then whatever was left on the brush I used that to blend down to see how blendable the shades are, and I cleaned off my brush in between on my colour sweeper. The CmaaDu looks patchy. Technic Peanut Butter and Jelly was a little bit better. The Beauty Glazed purple palette actually blended really nicely, and so did the Primark one. Revolution wasn't too bad. MUA was a bit patchy. And the Norvina packed on nicely at the top, but it didn't blend out very nicely. So if you take into account the swatchability, the blendability, the cost, and how similar the shade looks to how it is in the pan, I think that the Primark Violet Mist palette wins. What do you think? And do you have any purple shades that you think perform very well? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and my next video is going to be on the Technic Urban Jungle palette. Bye!